Greetings all. How is everybody this evening? I hope everybody is doing well. And I decided to do a chill stream. So thank you for joining me here at King Dolphin TV. As you know, this is just a just cause. This is the segment of King Dolphin TV where we just do a chill stream. I do streams. Here's where we do things that are unscripted, off the cuff, and you never know what can happen or who shows up. For tonight, I have invited the great FETT4HIRE to return. Let us please give a big King Dolphin TV welcome back to FETT4HIRE.
Hello, everyone. Glad to be back.
Good to hear you. Right now we'll welcome the chat. Those who have come in, they're the ones who help us out, help us entertain everybody. Right now, the very first person who showed up, he shows up the second after I set up these streams. I like that. Is Legatus Legionii. Welcome aboard, sir. I am glad you are here. He's the one who's been asking for memes, so I know you're all set to show us some.
Yep, you're gonna get them. You're gonna get them, brother.
Good. We also have the great Andy Masterson. How are you, sir? Welcome here. Welcome. And finally, last but never least, we have my better half and Ace Wrench, Sandra Feliciano. Welcome, honey. Kiss, kiss. Oh, and there is the fantastic, great, and amazing Snortapoopas Cure Burr. He is saying he can't stay, but he's here to leave a like and a box of chocolate-covered cherries. That sounds good.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother Snortapoopas.
Yes, thank you, Snort. Glad you can at least come on by, and we'll see you tonight at the Star Trek Savaging. I looked at those episodes, and yeah, it's gonna be some serious savaging. So yes, welcome. So I wanted to catch up with you, Fett, to see what was going on since we last talked. And again, thank you greatly for the logos that you did. The one for the CAP anniversary was especially well received. And currently that one's got about 166 views. Hopefully that'll go further on.
That's awesome.
With him. Yes, that was a great episode. The two people that I interviewed were, I don't know if you were here or not, but the two who interviewed were just very professional. The female cadet is just amazing. She's gonna go places.
Yep, I caught the replay.
Oh, good. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes. So catch us up, sir.
Well, not much to say, really. Just been grinding away and making the pictures, and everybody sees, and doing stuff for a couple YouTubers here and there. Nothing really to brag about.
Hey, I appreciate all you've done here. So, and yay, we had the current and future corporal. Yes. So let's just go on. I've seen a lot of your work, and I have been a victim of your work. I have said, welcome, Daniel Kurlewski. I don't know how to pronounce that, but he says,
"Oh, it's my buddy Dan."
Oh, cool.
Sirklevsky.
Okay. Good thing I didn't massacre the name too much. Thanks. Oh, Yes, let's hire that FETT. He needs to get his work out there a lot. Um, so, and if you have not yet, hit the like and hit the subscribe. We are at 82 subscribers, had 84, and lost a couple, but that's probably YouTube.
Yeah, I go through that myself.
Yeah, and we're going to have a contest, and I'll go more into detail tonight since we're 18 from the 100 threshold, and we'll go more into what I plan to do for a contest. So we'll do that at the end of the screen. So everybody, let's just have a cup of Joe and chill out and let FETT4HIRE show us his stuff. So, yeah, I put on.
We coming up.
Yes, he is, Andy. He is definitely. I've got to get you on here, Andy, too. I've sent you a DM. So let's plan on hooking up for a stream. Okay. Let me hide that. As FETT is navigating the wonderful world of StreamYards. Legatus Legion I asks if Daniel is one of your former bandmates.
No, he's not. He's just a partner in crime.
We need those. So, okay, while he's doing that, let me go over what we're going to have coming up for the rest of the year. I hear a kitty.
Yeah, we got a couple of them running around.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, Snoopy hasn't barked in the background lately, so for the end of the year, we're going to have next week on the 15th is going to be a DS9 discussion with Anti-Derivative Jill. If you've been on the Clobbering Time Star Trek shows, you can see that she's very articulate. She's the communications officer, and her reviews are just simply fantastic. And I'm looking forward to that discussion with Jill as we talk about our beloved Deep Space Nine. On December 22nd, we will be discussing. I'll have Beth Ambrosia on. You know Gary Ambrosia from Pop Culture Breakdown. His wife Beth has a bunny shelter, a bunny rescue, and we'll be bringing her on to talk about that. And then you know her, you love her, you want. On December 29th, Wendy Webb will be coming in for a Just Cuz. She's got a lot of news stories, and I'm looking forward to wrapping up the end of the year with her. And who knows, we may even have Olga on. So we're gonna have some good stuff coming up to wrap up the end of the year, and I'm already starting to look into January. If you know people who are creators and want to come on to show off their wares and just talk about what you do, please drop me a line at either on my Twitter, or you can go to Raymond Feliciano at thedolphinwars.com. If Sandra could put that email address out there, that way, if you've got anybody you can send up my way, that would be great. All right. I think we are. Oh, I got it. It would help if I added to the stream. Sorry.
Hello.
Okay. That's a good one. What brought that one?
Are you seen to stay on target?
Yeah. It took me a few minutes. I was kvetching because I thought you were still trying to work things out.
Pretty much expected.
Well, this one came about because I'm a toy collector.
Uh-huh.
And, every time I go to Target, I hear stay on target. So that's how this one, yeah.
Okay. Legatus Legionnaire, that was Mary Stone. So, yeah, I like that. Stay on target. Okay. Martini. Yeah, because that's usually what the Jawas say, or a close approximation.
Utini.
Utini, yes. Utini. That's a good one. I like that one.
I was inspired by the Ramones.
Oh, okay.
Instead of Mark and Dee Dee, Joey.
Okay.
You got to put a little Star Wars spin on it.
Yeah, I like that. Oh, you have many vids showing various toys and figures. Oh, we got it. Maybe a little later or on another show, I got to see your toys.
I haven't even really got to the tip of the iceberg on that yet. I got lots of stuff I can do.
Oh, bring them on.
Yeah.
Bring them on.
I just got to get my lazy butt to start, filming and then taking pictures and stuff. But yeah.
Well, if you just want to bring them on here,
I can do that.
Yeah, bring them on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I often think, it's like, who wants to see my toys? But like, I'll sit on YouTube for hours watching video, people opening stuff and showing off their stuff. So why not?
Yeah. On the Global Geek Gang, they're always showing off toys, and I've shown some of the stuff that was based on what you've done. So yeah, show off.
There's a kid on YouTube. He just I don't even remember how I stumbled across it, but he just walks around New York City for hours. And, I was looking at his streams and they're like 2, 3, 4 hours long. I'm like, who would sit here and watch this stuff as I'm sitting there watching it? You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and you see the views and just you see the views go up and up and up.
Yeah.
Andy Masterson says, "I love toys." Oh, I do too. I've shown off a few of my wares on that, and also my coffee cups from you.
I saw he tweeted out some pictures of head sculpts for the Hunter Biden figures he's doing. Man, they're pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, Andy.
I'm gonna have Andy on, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you got to have him on.
Oh yeah. So Darth Vader.
Yeah, I don't know. Just that's how my mind works.
Yeah, well, that sounds. Yeah, I've seen a lot of how you just pop things in just after I may say something 5 minutes later. Whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Some of them are gold, some of them aren't.
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Well, everything you've done in here has been gold.
Well, thank you.
So, in fact, I am wearing the Dolphin Wars shirt.
Sweet.
I like that one. Well, that droid lost his head, so
Yes. He still existed though.
he did.
He did. And Obi-Wan forgot about him. So I thought I'd point that out. I think the next one too. Yeah. Our Forgotten.
Our forgotten.
R4.
Our forgotten.
Forgotten.
Yeah.
Now
Go ahead.
This one here. Okay. When I was a kid, every time I got a sore throat, my mom would break these things out. I forget what they were, like chloroseptic or something.
Yeah, I remember those.
They instantly made me think of this.
I like that.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it looks just like it, except those are square and the chloroseptics are
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it could have been.
Many people have pointed that out. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It still looks like
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough.
And it probably is. It probably is.
I used to think, hey, they were probably on a budget. They broke
Yeah.
these out,
Mm-hmm.
pinned them on.
And put them up, pinned them on. Yeah.
No, I'm sure there was no budget for Empire. I was like, after Star Wars being the biggest movie of all time, but
Yeah.
you would think they would just, come up with something a little better than chloroseptic. But
Yeah.
hey, it would have been easy to throw a costume together.
That's true.
If you were on a budget.
That's true.
But so yeah, anytime I see these, I think of that. Oh yeah, might be some places again.
Deja vu.
Oh, you don't know my powers.
Yes.
Don't underestimate my powers.
Uh-huh. Legata says maybe Obi-Wan never owned a droid, but used droids when required. They were owned by the Order, maybe. Yeah, possibly.
That's true. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, they have the little barcode saying owned by the Jedi, property of the Jedi Order.
Huh.
Yeah.
See that? I learned something today.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be a family tradition. Take off the hand.
Well, I figured because he was redeemed at the end of Return of the Jedi,
Yeah,
that at some point maybe he might have apologized.
that's true.
Now, of course, he wouldn't be wearing the suit or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Just another one of my goofy brain things.
Oh, I like that one. Darth Maul was definitely underrated. He was probably best thing out of the whole movie.
I agree. I'd have liked to have seen him at least in 2, but then we wouldn't have got Count Dooku either, who
Yeah.
I like Count Dooku.
Yeah, I do too.
I think he's underrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
But this one, I saw this here advertisement for Colgate, and it just made me think about how, that might be true of Bright Smiles, Bright Futures, because he definitely didn't have a bright smile, and he definitely didn't have a bright future.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. And he came back, but he's only come back in the animated universe.
Well,
and of course in
Solo.
Yes.
Yeah. See, now that could be interesting. A lot of people don't want a sequel to Solo. I'd like to see more Darth Maul. Some people said it's overdone. He was in Clone Wars. He was in Rebels. But I'd like to see more Darth Maul. I don't think you can get enough Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I like Ray Park.
Yeah. As I said, he was probably, he didn't say much, but he sure acted around. He was the better of the actors, even though he didn't say anything.
Yep. Now, from what I understand, that was actually supposed to be Benicio del Toro, was supposed to play Darth Maul.
Uh-huh.
I think that would have been a whole different thing.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's Tiger Stripes. Welcome aboard. She says, not a static name, but one of my fave YouTubers has a Star Wars overdub video. Luke Skywalker got a $220 lightsaber from the dollar store. So, Darth, yeah.
Another little piece of trivia too. Ray Park, at the time, I don't know if he still does or not, had an earring in his ear, and I think he forgot to remove it, from what I recall. And when they were doing the test photos and everything like that, and George Lucas loved it, so he had him keep it in. Not a lot of people realize that, but Darth Maul has an earring in his ear, like on the top of it. You can't really see it. You can't really see in this picture because I believe it was his ear, but yeah, it's like a loop in his upper ear.
Yeah. He was Toad in X-Men 2, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yeah. He was also Snake Eyes in the newer G.I. Joe movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's really good at the fight scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway. Now that would be a different movie.
Yeah. Yep. That would be. And they shot better. The clones.
The clones than the stormtroopers.
Yes, they were better shots.
Well, see, there you go. See, the clones were clones of Jango Fett. Where the stormtroopers, they began enlisting regular people.
Yeah, true.
So the clones were like Boba Fett, like myself. Always hitting the mark.
That's true.
No, not really. Not really.
That's true.
Now this one,
yeah,
shock tea, Barasafi. Just sounded like tea and coffee to me, so I made them tea and coffee.
Nice.
That's another thing I miss about my old Facebook account. I used to be friends with the two actresses that played them, and every year I would send them something for Christmas or their birthday, a picture, and they would post it. And they were pretty cool.
Yeah. Lagan's Legion, I asked earlier on there it is. Do you use what do you use to create your memes?
I use a lot of different things. I got to be honest. Like Boba Fett, I find ways of doing things. It's one of the reasons why I chose the name FETT4HIRE. I use a lot of things, like poster on my wall. I use Lunapic. I didn't buy any of programs or anything for this stuff. I find ways to improvise and do things. I guess eventually I should invest in something, but I often thought about even doing that with maybe my YouTube channel, some sort of thing where I show how I do this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I come up with a lot of creative ways of doing things where, you could do it for free.
That's true.
I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but, something I was thinking about.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would do that. Mark D with a C, he's actually shown his 3D printer do some things. So yeah, I think that would get some interest, is actually show the process.
Yeah, this is something I might do in the future.
Yeah.
Now, I remember the last time you said that you really dug Revenge of the Sith, as do I. I'm a big fan of the movie.
Oh yeah, I think out of the three, it was the better of the three. Just how it showed
The
the
fall of
actual,
Darth Vader.
yeah, the fall of from Get Grace. But the only thing is George Lucas cannot write romance. That those just both in both in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, the romance things just fell flat.
It's corny. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Roses are reds, violets are blue.
Yeah, no, this is just one of my pet peeves with Revenge of the Sith. Now, in the beginning, I love it. I love the movie, but you ever notice how many times in the opening sequence that Obi-Wan says R2?
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things where my OCD kind of kicks in. And I'm like, how many times? I often think I got to sit down and count, and I never do, just because it drives me so nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I sit down and think, okay, 1, 2, 3, I give up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how this one came about.
Yeah. And one thing that's good.
This one here, I think if Beth Arstad made a meme, I think this one is similar to one of her jokes.
that's good. That's good.
People say men aren't emotional.
Yeah,
It's not true. It's not true.
that's true. You are not wrong.
I think that's one of the saddest scenes in movie history, in my
Oh
opinion.
yeah. Yeah.
That's where I feel bad for people who don't appreciate the prequels.
Yeah.
Because if you invest yourself in it and really, I mean, you grow to love Anakin and the relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan and stuff, and it's sad. It really is.
Yeah. Well, in the sequels, I think Ewan McGregor really brought out the pathos in Obi-Wan.
I agree. Now, are you looking forward to the TV show?
Not enough to pay the rat to subscribe. I may wait till if those things even come out on DVD.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing there, because like Mandalorian season 1 isn't even on DVD yet,
Yeah.
which is strange. You'd think they'd want to make a buck any way possible.
Yeah. Well, the only stream DVDs that I ever bought from the streaming service was, yes, and I regret to say I did, is I bought the first season of Star Trek Disgracery.
Ooh.
And except for some small glimmers of brilliance, I want to find a way to destroy it. I can't even give it away.
I haven't even seen an episode of Star Trek Discovery.
Good.
I gotta be honest. I like Star Trek a lot. I really do. I love the
As do
original.
I.
I love the original series. I love the
Mhm.
Next Generation.
Yeah.
The Next Generation is one of those shows that whenever it's on, I'll watch it.
Mhm.
I don't even care. Like around here, they'll play like the same 5 episodes all the time. I'll still
Mhm.
watch them.
Yeah.
But I kind of lost interest in Star Trek after. I think maybe it was my age. I I was kind of out of the house more. So like when it came to like Voyager, and
Yeah.
I know like even you, I assume you love Deep Space Nine.
Oh,
I've
yes.
I really got to sit down and watch that. I've never now Voyager I watched. I tried watching. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. Just even like the intro, there's like no, I don't know. It makes me go to sleep. I don't know. It's not exciting to me.
Which one?
On Voyager.
Yeah. We Deep Space Nine. It's maybe because it catches something into me, and we're going to discuss. Jill and I are going to discuss this next week, so I don't want to spoil a whole lot. But I think Deep Space Nine is probably, if I had to take the 5, it's number 2 after the original series.
Really?
Yes.
I'm looking forward to hearing you guys talk about it, because it was one of those things where too, like Walmart would always have like the entire seasons of things, fairly cheap too. But it was like, I would always be, because I have the original series, I have the Next Generation, nothing after that, and it was like every time I would go to buy one of Voyager or whatever, you could like hear it was damaged. You could hear discs loose inside. So I was like, I'm not supposed to buy these, So I'm like, okay, there's a reason I didn't check it out or whatever. But I'm looking forward to hearing you guys talk about it, because I know a lot of YouTubers I like list that as one of their favorite Star Treks. So
yeah, and I still have down in my basement the original series in the old Columbia VHS. Of course, there's no such things as VHS anymore. So
right.
Thank God for DVD and Blu-ray.
Right.
I've got the whole season of Star Trek, which, if you can get the 50th anniversary, try and get it, because it has the original series, it's got the animated series, and the 5 movies. So, and then I got the DS9. Actually, Sandra, after we heard Doomcock, Sandra actually said we should get it, so we got it, the whole series. So, yes, I'm looking forward to talking to Jill about Deep Space Nine.
The thing that I love about the original series, I don't know if Dan's still out there, but he might appreciate this one. When I was a kid, we didn't have DVDs, we didn't have YouTube or any of that stuff. All we had in my house was HBO, and you know how that was back then. It was like they would play, they would play Star Wars like once every 4 years, and it was the first one, because the other ones were too new. It wasn't like now, it's like 3 months and everything's out on Blu-ray and on streaming services.
Oh yeah,
they didn't play anything for years after stuff was in the movie. So I like literally, like, my mom used to get the TV guide, and that was what I'd do. Like I'd thumb through that and try to find when Star Wars was on. I used to have this little calendar that I would keep, and I would mark down every date and time that Star Wars was on.
Yeah.
And I would cry. Like, when I knew it was the last episode, I didn't know when I was going to see it again, Kids today will not know the struggle,
Oh yeah.
And
well, I grew up in the 70s where cable wasn't even in existence yet. Yeah. So you had to deal with network TV.
Right, which was even worse, commercials. Oh my God. But so, I turned to that's why I'm such a sci-fi fan, because when there wasn't Star Wars, I would watch what was available. And when I was a kid, Star Trek, at least where I live, was on at like 11 o'clock at night. And, in my house, you were in bed at 9 o'clock, lights were out, Dad had to get up in the morning. You didn't make a peep. But now I'm the youngest of 4 children.
Yeah.
My youngest sister is 10 years older than me. So everybody was out of the house by the time I was a kid. So I actually had, my oldest sister had kids who were close in age to me. They were more like my brothers than my actual brother. So my oldest nephew, who was only 2 years younger than me, would always stay at my house. And what we would do was, okay, lights out at 9 o'clock, but we'd sneak back downstairs at 11 o'clock and watch Star Trek.
Yeah.
So it kind of became something you weren't supposed to do. It was rebellious. You know what I mean? So
hidden.
I still associate that with Star Trek. So to this day, you know, when I see Star Trek, you know, it reminds me of being a kid and, you know, you're not supposed to be doing
sneaking
this.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my dad detested till his last days that he absolutely detested two shows. He was a Western / wrestling type person, and maybe some cop shows.
That sounds like my dad.
The two shows he absolutely detested were Star Trek and Wild Wild West. Wild Wild West, I could give, you know, I could take it or leave it, but don't mess with my Star Trek. So it was always a struggle to see Star Trek at my place. And,
yeah, my house wasn't a big sci-fi family at all.
Yeah, and then when I went into the Air Force, it was right when Battlestar Galactica came out, and when all you had was the TV in the day room until you could afford a little bitty TV with the rabbit ears. It was almost impossible to see Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, I had a little TV with the antennas, black and white. I used to watch my little tiny screen. Yeah.
I actually bought a really heapish TV to put in my dorm room, and that's where I could watch Battlestar Galactica. And I mean, it was a falling apart black and white TV. Hey, Orville Nation. Welcome aboard, PJ.
Hail, Orville Nation.
Yes, hail. Glad you can make it. We're looking at the memes.
Memes in progress.
Memes in progress. From FETT4HIRE.
Yeah, I guess I should move on here. Sounds like a sneeze, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Achoo.
Yeah. Achoo.
There's one thing you got to say about the sequel trilogy. There's a lot there for people who make memes. You got to give Disney
definitely.
That. You got to give Disney that.
Yes, definitely.
There's a lot of material. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sometimes things happen.
Sometimes they write themselves.
Uh-huh. Now this thing here, back to they give you a lot of material. The second I saw this.
Oh, that's the
execution. Execution trooper.
Something? Yeah.
Now tell me that doesn't look like this.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I don't know. When I was a kid and I imagined, you know, I often thought, you know, maybe there are different kinds of lightsabers and weapons in Star Wars and stuff, but I never once looked at this and said, that would make a killer Star Wars weapon right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it sounded good. A laser axe.
Yeah.
Sounded good. I don't know. The execution, no pun intended, wasn't very good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one led me to this. I started thinking, well, maybe there are Jedi and Sith variants of the tooth floss pick. Imagine that'd eliminate your teeth though as well.
Yeah.
Rose Tico.
One can only hope. I don't know. She got the raw end of the stick.
You're right about that. I of things that I've seen from the actors from the sequel trilogy. I mean, I've seen her do other like commercials and things like that. She's not as annoying.
Yeah.
Now, in The Last Jedi, she comes across to me as like a Disney employee
Mm-hmm.
from like one of their theme parks, and
Yeah.
said, "Hey, do what you're doing in this movie."
Yeah.
I don't know if she was told to act the way she is in that, but yeah, she's incredibly annoying in that. But the actress, no. I mean, I've seen her in some other things. She's all right. It's
Yeah.
just a
It's
character. I don't.
the
What's her name? Kelly Marie Tran.
yeah.
I don't dislike her. I just dislike the character.
Yeah. She's very badly written.
Yes,
She's
as
very
is
badly
everybody. Everything about that movie.
written. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I
this
mean,
is. It's like yeah, to kill the character, not the actress.
yeah. In fact, I've thought about maybe if I ever were to make a movie of my books, she might be an interesting character for one of them.
I know somebody who could do your posters.
Yeah, you. You. I like this. What? Yeah, I think that's a true statement. Tiger Stripes.
I thought you were going to say this meme. I was going to say, is Sandra back there?
No.
I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Am I going to get something thrown from the back? No, she's paying attention to the chat. Yeah, those sequel. I mean, just basic. My biggest issue with one of my biggest issues with like the Force Awakens is I am so sorry you cannot break the laws of physics. If you can see light going in space, it's going to take several thousand years to destroy those planets.
That's an accurate statement.
I mean, come on. The speed of light we know can't be. We can't go past it unless you go into hyperdrive or a ridiculous speed, according to Spaceballs.
Well, there's always been kind of things you have to overlook in Star Wars.
Yeah, but
that's a big one.
Yeah.
There are a lot of big ones in The Rise of Skywalker. The Rise of Skywalker, I don't hate The Rise of Skywalker. It's a dumb movie.
I have yet to see it.
It's better than The Last Jedi. I think The Last Jedi is the worst movie ever made.
Oh.
I don't even think The Last Jedi is dumb. I just think it's terrible. It's a terrible movie, terrible message. Mm-hmm. It's horrible what they did to the characters. I think The Rise of Skywalker, there's some if you just want a movie to watch that's kind of there's fun stuff in it. If you overlook the dumbness of some of the things and don't nitpick it apart for that, it's worth one watch. I've probably seen it, 3 times since it's been out. I would watch it again in the future. Is it good? It's okay. It's passable. But like, I don't hate it like The Last Jedi. I just don't know if I could even watch The Last Jedi ever again. Rise of Skywalker, I could watch that again. If I was bored and, I just watched every Star Wars movie 20 times, I was okay, I'll throw that in.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I think we've got the Solo video. I think we've only seen it once.
That's another one. That's the thing. You think Disney is such a mega corporation that if anybody could invest money into a movie and make it like the best thing that ever was, it should be them.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Well, they did with surprisingly enough, they did with Rogue One, but they followed close to the canon with Rogue One.
Even
that
with
that is my favorite Disney movie.
Mine too.
Star Wars movie.
But the thing with Rogue One too is there are other versions of that movie because that was rewritten and reshot multiple times. So what was it initially? Did we just luck out and get a good copy?
Good point.
I don't know.
Good point.
But it is a great movie.
Oh yeah.
I could watch that all the time, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I see it. I will watch it just before, if I got the feeling to watch episode 4. I usually I will watch Rogue One first, and then number 4. Yeah, it is very sad. Tiger Stripes. But if you put it into the context of number 4, so
Now, if you were going to sit down and watch the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy,
mhm.
what order would you watch them in?
I would start with the prequel. I'd start with the prequel and then plug Rogue One right before
A New Hope.
right before episode 4.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. I always told my kids, you need to watch them the way I watched them, because
in proud order.
yeah, because you
Or
lose the
showing
excitement of. To me, one of the best reveals in cinema, I think, was finding out that Darth Vader was Luke's father.
True.
And I think that's why you should watch them in that order.
Good point. Actually, good point.
Yeah. And I would actually watch them like that. I would watch new trilogy, prequel trilogy, and then Rogue One, just because. Go back and then you can watch them in order, you know. But
So you wouldn't put Rogue One before number 4.
no, I wouldn't. I would keep that as a prequel.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's just my opinion.
No, that.
But I just wanted my kids to learn to love Star Wars like I did. You love Luke Skywalker and that hero journey, the fall of Darth Vader, the redemption of Darth Vader, and then go back and find out why, because that's what made me love Revenge of the Sith so much. I think if I watched them in that order, like kind of like you pointed out, a lot of the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones is kind of a love story, and I think a lot of kids may not be attracted to that. You know what I mean? Where I think every little kid can kind of associate with Luke Skywalker. You want to be something bigger than what you are, and follow that journey more, and learn to love the characters more that way, than as if it's kind of whiny Anakin hooking up with the Queen. And yeah, I just think it's a better order to watch them in.
Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. That's true, Legatus. That's true.
Move on to the next one. I thought as long as we're adopting names that aren't, ours. Rose Dawson.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
That's one thing about. Oh, you said you didn't see Rise of Skywalker, but I'm sure you're familiar with at the end that she takes on the Skywalker name.
Yes, I do.
That's what I just kind of thought. I pictured this when I saw it, how Rose takes on the Dawson name.
Oh, okay.
Which was always funny to me too, the movie Titanic, because like I always say, it's such a romantic thing, and my daughter loves this movie and all, but when you think about it, okay, you got Rose, was engaged to a guy, wasn't the greatest guy in the world. I don't think anybody disputes that, but she kind of messed around on him with another guy for a whole 2 days. Doesn't even make any room on the big door for him. Lets him die. Goes on with their life, gets married, lives 50 years, has kids. And when she dies, she immediately goes back to the guy that she cheated on her fiance with,
Mhm.
and totally ignoring her husband and her. I don't know, whatever. It's just me.
Oh, Titanic from Titanic.
Yeah, Titanic.
Yes.
Yeah. I just always thought sometimes the ending of that movie is really funny, just as funny as the end of Rise of Skywalker. So that's why I threw them together.
Oh, okay. Welcome, son of a red shirt. Glad you could stop on by, grab a cup of Joe.
That's the only thing I hate about StreamYards. When I'm sharing my screen, I can't see the chat
Yeah.
because I would share, that screen.
Yeah.
And then there's a delay too. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But then you go into YouTube, and then you got to make sure you got the speakers off, and then you got the delay.
Yeah. I have it muted, but
yeah,
I'd be missing things anyway, because for a split second I went back. With the delay, I've been missing stuff anyway. But.
So true. So true.
I wish there was maybe you could have like a screen and screen or something. That'd be cool. Something that for
that
StreamYard would think about. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. So. Gizmo.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw Baby Yoda. Was the Mogwai.
Mogwai.
I love Baby Yoda. Grogu. Sorry, I love Grogu. He's cool. That's one of the things. Have you seen The Mandalorian?
I saw the last episode. Where
okay, I thought I asked
saw
that before.
Yeah, I saw Luke's grand opening.
Now, see, that's one thing where it's kind of ruined for you already, because I remember watching the first episode, and after seeing the trailer and all, it's going to be this badass Mandalorian. That's right up my alley. Boba Fett, whatever. And then at the end, they reveal Baby Yoda, and I was like, I actually had to sit down and think about that. And I started thinking how that it's obviously going to revolve around a Baby Yoda and not really the Mandalorian. And as the episodes went on, like I really grew to love that little guy, And so it was a surprise for me. Now, anybody who hasn't seen the Mandalorian, I mean, you can't go anywhere on the internet without seeing, Baby Yoda memes and stuff like that. So you're already aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I love the Mandalorian. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Pedro Pascal's, but the show's worth watching.
Okay.
I think it's, along with Rogue One, it's the most Star Wars thing Disney's done. And season 2 of The Mandalorian, I think one of my things when I start talking, it's just one of the reasons why I tend to be more quiet and let my pictures do the talking. I ramble on. I forget what I was talking about. I think on the last time I was on King Dolphin TV, I started alluding to that if Boba Fett was going to be in The Mandalorian, I always wanted it to be Tamora Morrison, because I liked him as Jango Fett. It should be Tamora Morrison because Boba Fett is a clone of Jango Fett.
Exactly.
So with Mandalorian season 2, I got that. I got Tamora being Boba Fett, and he was badass. Like, that's one thing where I disagreed with Doomcock when the episode came out about Boba Fett, the tragedy, I believe it was called. You didn't see it, but man, he just decimates stormtroopers, and they're dumb. They're at one point the one's shooting a big giant cannon, and he just lets a boulder roll down a hill and crush them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dumb things. But in my opinion, I wanted Boba Fett to be bad, and I didn't want that particular moment to be the time where stormtroopers finally started being good, good marksmen. And so I was kind of glad they were dumb. And I'm glad I was glad to see him just annihilate them. I enjoyed that episode. Like, everybody loves when Luke made the appearance, spoilers, at the end of season 2.
I saw it.
No, well, I'm just saying for anybody who hasn't seen it, I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody has by now, but
Yeah.
to me, the tragedy is my favorite episode. I hope I'm getting that name right. I haven't watched it in a while, but just seeing Boba Fett just kicking ass. It was so great. It was so great. That is a highlight for me of The Mandalorian. And if you do only watch one more episode
Mm-hmm.
I highly recommend that. I know other people disagree. There are other favorites. From season 1, the 3rd episode,
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's called The Reckoning. Again, I'm terrible with names, dates, all of that stuff, but
Yeah.
it's episode 3 was the one that really hooked me into The Mandalorian. And the cool thing about it is it was directed by Deborah Chow,
Mm-hmm.
who is she's going to be involved in future Star Wars projects. So a lot of people don't bring her up. Everybody's all, oh, Favreau and Filoni. I respect them too. So far, they haven't given me real reason to dislike them.
Mm-hmm.
But Deborah Chow directing episode 3 of Mandalorian season 1, that episode is just so, it's epic. I don't like to use that word too much, but it is an epic episode. So I'm looking forward to. I think she's doing the Obi-Wan series. So that makes me feel a little more positive about it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she's not gonna okay, I got my foot in the door, now I can do my feminist agenda thing. I'm hoping that's not the plan, because in my opinion, she seems to be a great director and can do great things. If we can avoid agendas and things like that, the Obi-Wan series could be really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
yeah.
see what I mean? See what I mean about rambling on and stuff.
Oh, that's fine. That's what we're here for. My thing is story should be done before agenda.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. One of the things and I go back to my book because I use that as a frame of reference. But one of the things that I always worried about is I have a strong female character. Did I make her to Mary Sue? Did I make her to, did I become woke accidentally?
No, see, there's nothing, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that, because you created the character. And I mean, I don't know why people seem to think that men do not like strong female characters. That's absolutely not the case. I mean,
That is
Princess
so
Leia is,
she's badass.
She's one of my favorite characters of all time.
Yeah.
And the fact that Carrie Fisher was in a lot of ways like Princess, was a strong female role model.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not intimidated of her. I don't dislike her because she was a strong woman. There's nothing wrong with that. Princess Leia was always strong, and I love that character for that reason. It's when you try taking characters that already exist and try doing things with them because you simply can't come up with your own thing, and nobody will like it. That's wrong.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you totally.
But if you can create a character and listen, they can be woke. I don't care. As long as, it doesn't, like, everything doesn't have to revolve around that. If you can build a good character and I fall in love with that character, that's fine.
Exactly. All right. Yeah, I can see him being a diva.
Yeah, that was the idea behind this one. Everybody fell in love with them, and it becomes like I gotta have my milk and my binky.
Milk, Binky, and Blanky.
Blanky.
That's a good one.
I don't know why. Trying to think if there was a story behind it, but I don't think so. I think it's just one of those things. I just imagine if she was looking at him drawing Baby Yoda, because everybody was in love with Baby Yoda at the time.
Yeah. Hello, Pudgy. Good to see you again.
Hey, Pudgy, how's Cobalt?
Yes, how is the Cobalt? Are you still playing on top of the? Are you still playing on top of the ceiling? That's a good one.
I was surprised that they didn't incorporate that into their emoticons, list of emoticons.
Yes, please.
The Porg.
Yes. Do they taste like chicken?
You'd have to ask Chewbacca. No, he never got to eat that.
No. Yeah.
Which was a stupid scene too, also because he already murdered the Porg. He already cooked the Porg.
Yeah.
He should have just turned around and ate it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already dead.
Mm-hmm.
You think the Porg that was offended by it would have been
Yeah.
more offended when he was murdering the Porg?
That's true. That is
But
true.
like everything, the woke screaming, whining, and crying comes after
yeah,
the
after
event.
it's after the killing. John Randall. Hello, FETT4HIRE.
Hail, John.
Hail, John. And hail, Brett Cohen. Welcome, guys. Hit that like button. Hit the like button or the Porg gets it.
No, don't say that because everybody wants the Porg to get it. Now this one here, I might have to explain to you since you didn't see the Mandalorian. Do you mind if I give away a little?
Oh, please do.
In one episode, the Jawas.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't anything major to the plot or anything, so it's not like I'm ruining it if you ever do want to go back and watch it. But the one episode, it was pretty cool. It's one of the more Star Wars feeling episodes too to me. They're on a planet that resembles Tatooine. There's Jawas. They even have a sandcrawler. And at one point, the Mandalorian takes on a mission, and when he comes back, the Jawas stripped his vehicle, the Razor Crest. They stripped it. It's like sitting on cinder blocks. So he has to go. He tracks them down, and of course, he wants to get his parts back. And first they want his armor. They want Baby Yoda. Blah blah blah. He's not going to give up that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they decide, well, they want what's most important to them, and they keep saying Suga.
Okay.
Bring back the Suga.
Okay.
Suga turns out to be an egg. It's an egg. He has to go into this monster's cave and acquire this egg.
Okay.
And mission accomplished. They eat the egg, they celebrate, and he gets his parts back. But that's what Suga means, egg. So this was just if a Jawa walked into McDonald's, would order a Suga. So it's just one of those things where if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, you won't understand it.
Oh, okay.
But that's what a Suga is. It's an egg.
Suga is an egg. Okay.
It's an egg in Jawa. So we have Utini,
Mm-hmm.
and we have Suga.
Okay.
Not exactly sure what Utini means, but
Well, I like what you did. Made it into martini.
martini, yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, maybe he's having a martini and an egg.
Yeah. Martini and Rossi on the rocks.
Which is another weird thing about The Mandalorian. They have Jawas in it, and they're referred to as off-world Jawas. They basically just took a Jawa and gave it red eyes. But, I mean, as an action figure collector, that's one of those things that was like, God darn it. I don't feel like... First of all, when you buy a Jawa, I prefer to collect 6-inch Black Series.
Mm-hmm.
When you buy a Jawa, and you have to pay the same price as you do for, like, say, Chewbacca, who's a big figure, weight. There's a lot of weight to it. You feel like you're getting your money's worth. You're already like, I don't feel like paying the same price for a Jawa that's half the size, weighs nothing. It's basically a hood with a stick figure underneath it. Then they come out with this off-world Jawa that's the same damn figure with red eyes. But I got to do it because I got to finish its number whatever in the line, and I got to have it because I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, simple things like that to sell figures that kind of infuriates me. But like I said, like a goof, I go and I buy them. Although I've been slacking lately.
Yeah, okay.
I got to get caught up on my figure collecting, but
Okay.
eventually I will.
Son of a red shirt. Sorry to interrupt, but son of a red shirt. You have a great night, and Merry Christmas, unless you come on to the next couple chats. Look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for coming.
Yes, good night, my friend. Thanks for showing up.
Yes.
You have a Merry Christmas.
Yes. So, and yes, I also agree. Debbie Reynolds is amazing. She's Hollywood royalty. What if Wilbur?
Okay, this is another one that might need a little explaining.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this scene from Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, I do remember.
Yeah, the ice cream man running with basically an ice cream maker.
Okay.
One of the cool things, now Disney takes a lot of grief, and I'll give them grief when they deserve it. But sometimes, just like in Rogue One, how they kind of explained the hole being the Death Star, where they shoot the laser and to blow it up. You know how they kind of righted that and explained it. This is one of those things here where, okay, that's blatantly an ice cream maker. But in The Mandalorian, this is the main client that the Mandalorian starts working for. And when he pays him in Beskar. So he brings this on the table and opens it up, and it contains the Beskar. Beskar in The Mandalorian is what, well, in Star Wars in general, is what they make Mandalorian armor out of. It's the strongest material like there is. Like you know, you can't destroy it with lightsabers or anything like that. So it's highly prized, it's highly valuable. In the Mandalorian War and everything, when the Empire took over Mandalore, they stole all the Beskar, which is one of the reasons why he's in possession of it. But anyway, they made it a device like a safe for carrying Beskar. So I went back and I thought, okay, so it's not an ice cream maker, but what if he was looting the place?
True. Never thought of that.
Yeah. But as soon as I saw this episode, I'm constantly pointing at the screen thinking you guys can see it, but I keep forgetting I got to use the mouse. But you know, as soon as I saw the scene with this, I was thinking that guy was looting the place. You know, he went from just a goofy character to, I get it now.
Good night, Tiger Stripes. And no, the only episode we saw was the conclusion with the big Luke reveal. So I guess we probably should go back and see it. But you have a good night, and thanks for coming over, and enjoy your dinner.
Good night, my friend. Now, this one doesn't need any explanation because you saw Solo, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that's one of the things that confuses me. Like I said in the last episode, I've never been a Disney fan. Although I know, I get it. They make kids for children. Or they make movies for children. So why they're putting stuff like this in their movies?
Yeah. Exactly.
And then turn around and saying, when you complain as an adult, when you complain that, and they say it's made for kids, that's why you don't get it. But then, why is stuff like this infiltrating the movies if they're for kids? You know, why is he banging robots?
Yeah.
Confusing.
Hey, old Canadian Spider-Man. Welcome. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, brother.
Yeah, I think Sandra will let you know, Tiger Stripes. You have a great evening, Tiger Stripes, and happy holidays if we don't see you.
Merry Christmas, brother. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. I can't see the chat right now.
That's good.
Yeah, back while there was a whole big stink about Gina Carano not putting her pronouns in her bio on Twitter, and she put the beep bop boop.
Yeah.
You know, I just thought of Beady Beady Beady.
Yeah.
Buck Rogers. That was another great show. That was another show.
Oh,
I wish
yeah.
I wish that could have went more than 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It surprised me. I think it was last week. Somebody brought up about the space vampire episode, and I believe Doomcock said he never saw it. That terrified me as a kid.
I don't remember seeing that. Was
You
it
don't remember
second?
that one?
No, and I've seen a lot of the Buck Rogers ones.
That was they were on this ship, so that had to be season 2.
Okay.
I think it was called a Vorvon.
Okay.
Oh, if you've never seen it, you got to sit down and watch that. That episode, I don't know, as an adult, you'd be terrified, but it was terrifying to me as a kid. Yeah, he's like, and like, I always liked Aaron Gray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who hasn't?
Yeah,
Who doesn't?
Wilma Deering. Yeah, she's like he like keeps putting her in a trance and stuff, and she's like acting all like sexy and stuff in it. So you got to watch it just for that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's a great. Well, I think every episode of that was pretty good.
Oh,
I even love season 2. A lot of people don't, but it's kind of
season 2. Season 2 was okay.
It's like they ripped off Star Trek with the ship, and
yeah,
I preferred season
and
1.
the quest and the quest.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people don't like Hawk, but I thought he was a decent guy.
I liked Hawk.
I thought he was cool.
Yeah, I liked Hawk.
But you know the worst thing about season 2? No Princess Ardala.
Oh, she was smoking.
Yes. If it wouldn't have been for Aaron Gray, forget about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. That dance when she and Buck were dancing in the first episode. We'll talk about that next week, Canadian. I've already got that already in my monologue for next week.
There was another great episode of Buck Rogers from season 2. I believe it was season 2 that just came to mind. I wish I would have prepared more for this, so I can't remember titles or anything. But I remember Buck crash landed on this planet, and all the men on the planet turned into these like half goat, half man, flute playing. That one was terrifying too. And Buck ended up getting bit by one.
Uh-oh.
And he started turning. Yeah. You remember that one?
You know, I think that might have been one of the few I didn't watch.
That was a good one too. That show had some elements that were scary.
That was in the early 80s, right?
Yeah. That one came after Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Because it was done by the same.
Yeah, it was done by the same people.
Right.
Gary Larson.
Yeah.
But that second season, we didn't see much because I was in Italy at that time, and getting TV shows in Italy were problematic. And then when they came out, my schedule really didn't. So it was hit and miss.
I have that here somewhere in DVD. That was when I first started getting DVDs. That was one of the first box sets I bought, and I was back I was like ridiculous too. It was like I think I paid $80 or $90 for it. Now you can find a thing for like $10, but yeah,
I may have to look for that.
I love Buck Rogers.
Yeah,
I think I heard they might be remaking that. I kind of hope not.
Yeah, I don't know. There are some things that probably should not. I mean, Battlestar Galactica, yes, that the way they did it was outstanding.
See, that's another thing I've never watched.
You've never seen the reboot?
I've never seen the reboot.
Oh, you should.
I just, you know what it is? I love the original series, and I even have Battlestar Galactica 1980. Is it 1980? I have that on DVD, and really the only thing I liked about it was I think it's the last episode with Starbuck in it.
Yeah.
Dirk Benedict Starbuck.
Yes.
And so that just kind of made me realize, well, yeah, I kind of like the original character. So I think that's why I never watched the reboot. Has nothing to do with them making Starbuck a woman or anything. I love.
It was actually that came out right when they were at the tail end of Enterprise, and when the Enterprise was starting to get good in that fourth year arc, where
Mhm.
they started doing the when they were wrapping up some of the the tie-ins with the original series.
Mhm.
And I said, oh man, they're gonna cancel it. But then right then and there was the Battlestar Galactica miniseries, and I said, okay, I'm not gonna miss it as much. I do like I like both series equally.
So you think that's something I should watch? Being a big fan
Yes.
of the original, yeah.
Yes. At least watch the first the miniseries, and then make up your mind then.
I know just one of the things. Like if it wasn't for Star Wars, I would have to say one of my favorite ships would be like the Colonial Viper,
Mm-hmm.
and I love the original Colonial Viper. Like I've seen pictures of the ones from the reboot, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care for it. I don't know, maybe it would grow on me if I watched it.
Well, they did have they did have the original type in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and,
cool.
and I think there's only like one, at least in the miniseries, there's one of their newer versions.
I used to have, when I was a kid, I had this Battlestar Galactica board game, and I've never been big on board games. I only got it because it had on the cover of the box, it had a huge picture of the Battlestar Galactica. And I remember the little game pieces, because back then we didn't have cool toys and stuff like we did now for like Battlestar Galactica. We didn't have Vipers and stuff. The little game pieces, they were just little plastic bases, I remember, that had little cardboard pictures of the Viper. And I just used to display those.
I actually had, way back when, lost in many moves, the little Mattel electronic Battlestar Galactica game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where little lights came from the Cylon. You had to avoid the blasts from the Raiders.
Yeah. I'm like mentally picturing, because I remember what games looked like back then.
Yeah, little light.
Yeah, because I have like
digital.
I have a little Star Wars game where it was just, I remember just like blinking lights would lead up to it, and
exactly.
Yeah, technology wasn't what it is.
No,
back then.
it isn't.
Yeah.
So true. So true. That's a good one.
It seems like every time I try to give the mouse a chance, they turn around and they do something incredibly stupid, and I don't understand it.
They just want to. I got nothing. I'll just say that.
I can't believe that in this day and age that a message is more important than money to people like Disney.
Yeah. And what's wrong with telling the story? Tell good stories.
Right. If we could just keep politics out of everything, and just, I don't know, boggles my mind.
Yeah. It's definitely, story above agenda. That's my motto.
This one I got a lot of grief for.
Oh?
Yeah. Now, I think this is one of the most commented posts I had on my Facebook page.
Oh, wow.
And people either loved it or really seemed to hate it.
I like it.
Now, 10 years ago, if you made a meme like this, where you were saying, women, don't worry about throwing up everything you eat. You don't have to be a Barbie doll.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go along with everything.
Yeah.
Be yourself in any way that makes you happy, that you're content, living your life.
Mm-hmm.
Be strong. You would think, okay, 10 years ago, you'd have got praise for that. But a lot of people were like, stop comparing women. Well, I am comparing women, but it's supposed to be positive. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, if you want to be this, whatever. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to be this, that's great too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't badmouth one way or the other.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand people.
Yeah. They just have they just have it in for her because she's her own person.
Which is strange because they want strong female role models.
They want their own.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I mean, how can you disagree that Gina isn't a super strong role model?
Yeah. It's like Sandra says, she's an athlete.
She is. I don't know. I try not to be political, so I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, I try to keep apolitical here too. So, but still, what they did was definitely wrong.
Oh, it was 100%. I'm trying to see which one now. I thought I had something next. I don't. But that goes back to trying to see. I have some stuff written here. Anyway, I'll just move on. I don't know if you watch wrestling at all.
I do, but not. I haven't seen it in quite some time.
Well, speaking of strong females, there's a wrestler named Asuka,
Mm-hmm.
and it just made me think of
Ahsoka,
and
mm-hmm.
so this is kind of one of my mashups, but I might be a spoiler for you, but this is from The Mandalorian also.
Yeah, I know.
Another wrestling matchup.
Oh God.
Yeah. Sasha Banks. I figured I'd make her Sasha Binks.
Me's a legit.
That is another strange thing that happened in Mandalorian season 2, when the group, Bo-Katan, Koska Reeves, and I can't even remember the guy's name because he was in it for a whole 2 seconds. But there were 3 of them. There were 3 Mandalorian characters that Din Djarin came across, and the guy just disappeared. And it's weird. There was no explanation. He was just in an episode, and then he wasn't. But yeah, the Sasha Banks character in this, I don't know if you've ever seen Sasha in wrestling.
No.
She's kind of better when she doesn't talk.
They all are.
Well, some of them are all right, but
yeah,
she's not. And in The Mandalorian, it's no exception. She's kind of better when she doesn't talk. So I made her Sasha Binks.
Yeah.
There is a scene. So I had that episode where Boba Fett gets his armor back and all of that in The Mandalorian Tragedy. Great episode. Well, the next episode, it was kind of ridiculous. Just some commentary on that. Boba Fett and The Mandalorian kind of go to a cantina. It's like cool vibe, Star Wars vibe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point when they meet up with Bo-Katan and Koska Reeves, which is Sasha Banks, in this cantina, and they're trying to hook up. They got a mission to do. They want to hook up. And when Boba Fett speaks, Bo-Katan says something like, you're not a Mandalorian. I've heard your voice 1,000 times, insinuating he's a clone and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And Sasha Banks starts giving him grief. And at one point, they actually even fight. And I'm sorry, I'm all for strong female characters and stuff like that, but I think Boba Fett would have wiped the floor up with her.
Mm-hmm.
It's so ridiculous. At one point, he shoots her with like the cable that shoots out of his gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
and it wraps around her arm, and it's like he's tugging on her, and he can't even pull her over. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's Boba Fett.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, there are some things in the Mandalorian, but you just gotta overlook them, like with everything. But I don't know why they did that. That's why I made Sasha Banks anyway. Because
yeah,
you don't make a clown out of Boba Fett and get away with it.
True that.
What do you think of the Dark Troopers?
I like them. I like the Dark Troopers. They were really good in Rogue One.
Well, that would be the Death Troopers.
Okay, Death Troopers. Okay. That's right. They were in the last episode. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I like them too. They're all right. But as soon as I saw them, that's exactly what I thought. Somebody just went, Darth Vader, Iron Man. Okay, there's our new character. I didn't think a lot of thought went into it, but I mean, they're kind of cool looking. They'd be a good action figure if they ever get around to making them. Mm-hmm. But especially if they could do something cool, like make their eyes light up or something. That'd be super sweet. But that was my first impression of them when I saw them, as like Darth Vader and Iron Man had a kid, and it's them.
Well, have a good night, Brett Cohen. You take care.
Adios, Brett. Thanks for stopping in.
Yes. That's a good one.
That one.
They'd probably make money on that.
If they don't make this, they really should.
Yeah.
And that's why they should hire me for like marketing ideas, because I could come up with things like this. But that when I watched that final episode there, and they were punching a lot of stuff, don't you agree?
Yeah.
I mean, with how strong they are and how technically advanced you'd think they would be, they just kind of turned out to be nothing more than battering rams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this here picture, it was so easy to make too. I was just like, I watched that episode. I don't even think the credits were over, and I cranked this thing out because them punching doors. It was so simple too. These here, what are they? Rock'em Sock'em robots. All I did was I cut them out,
mm-hmm.
and I think one was red, one was blue. I made them black and white and cranked, or I should say uncranked. I made them completely dark. I lowered the darkness on the picture quality, and there they are. But yeah, they should make that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, obviously, maybe I should have made this black or something, make it a little more Sith looking, or Empire, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, they should really make this.
Yes, definitely.
But yeah, I thought they punched an awful lot in that. Maybe they could have, I mean, even R2 had the little stick that popped out.
Yeah.
That he could spin the thing and open the door.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys are just walking around punching everything,
Yeah.
And I mean, R2 had that, back in what was the Phantom Menace? Oh, that 25, 30 years, 20 years anyway, before this.
Yeah.
So the technology existed.
Definitely.
But now here, I don't know if you recall, but when the female Mandalorians appeared in The Mandalorian, on Twitter especially, there was a big deal about the Boob Armor. I don't know if you saw any of that.
Yes, I did.
But
yes, I did.
Some people, just want to complain about the dumbest things. And I mean,
I bet you got a lot of complaints about this one too.
I have a couple here dealing with the Boob Armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Yeah, some people didn't like it. Some people thought it was funny. But I know now, if you were a woman and you have breasts, you want them protected.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Now, because I originally made a picture where I cut the armor out,
Mm-hmm.
and see, that would allow boobs to protrude, and I blurred it out and everything like that. But now that one wasn't very politically correct, so I never unleashed that one to the public. But I mean, if you think about the alternative,
Mm-hmm.
you would have no protection, and the boobs would be sticking out.
Yeah.
That would be bad on many
That would
reasons.
be very bad.
Okay, number one, you couldn't do that on TV and still have like a PG rating or whatever. Number one.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Number two, if you were the woman, it's the first place you would be shot or impaled.
Mm-hmm.
You would have no protection. Why would you not want protection?
I agree. 100%.
So it just seems to me like if you were complaining about the boob armor, the only alternative would be like why any armor at all? Just this.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't get that whole debate. So like I said, you know, it could be worse. I mean, it can always be worse.
Oh, yeah, it could.
I mean, you could accentuate the boob armor. You know?
Oh, you are wrong.
I mean, it's not like they made them like 3 times the size of what they should be, just so the male Mandalorians, you know, liked it better. It's just protection.
Yes, very, very true. Common sense, but of course, common sense is in rare quantity today.
That's true. Now, I mean, it could have been low cut boob armor.
Yeah.
Which is funny to me because people complained about the other Mandalorians the characters wearing it, but I mean, this here to me looks like, I mean, doesn't that visually look like, you know, maybe cleavage right there and a low cut? I mean, to me, and this was season 1. You know, nobody made a peep about this, although it looked like this to me. I see this right here, and nobody made a peep. She's even wearing a fur coat, you know, low cut dress, fur coat. And, you know, she's horny here and nobody made a peep. But this armor, now minus these, I put those there. But this armor is a problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
To
Hello,
me,
Wendy Webb.
Hail, Wendy.
Hey, Wendy.
Again, sorry if I'm missing anyone. I don't see the chat. I'm not trying to be a douche.
Oh, no. We know what StreamYards is all about.
Sorry if I'm offending any ladies with the boob armor too, by the way.
Is anybody out there offended?
Not my intention. We'll move on. We'll get rid of that.
This is all good. This is all in good fun.
Yeah, I forget that us guys can talk about boob armor for a long time, so I'll move on. Now
we're toxic males.
Toxic maledom.
Yes.
No. In my opinion, there's nothing toxic about this because we love boobs and we want them protected.
Yes, we do. Yes,
Why would you not save the boobs?
Yes.
If you're gonna wear pink in October for breast cancer awareness, you should be totally for and pro boob armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you hate boobs, you'll be against boob armor. So if you hate boobs, that's your problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, keep it to yourself. You don't need to be starting on me on Twitter or Facebook because I'm pro boob armor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's what Sandra says it all.
What did she say?
Wendy and I are nurses. We could probably tell stories that would offend us.
I bet.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I heard parts of the about people sticking things in their bodies on frolics like I think it was 2 weeks ago. So I bet.
Oh yeah. I not to spoil anything, but Wendy's got some news stories for when she comes on at the end of the year. Yes, Legatus Legionii, it will be a New Year's Eve special.
I'll have to make you I'll make you a thumbnail with like Boob Armor that shoots fireworks for your
for our New Year's Eve.
your New Year's Eve special.
Oh, there we go, Wendy. There's our New Year's Eve special. The splash for the New Year's Eve special.
Okay, now that I got the boobs out of my head, this was the one that I thought I had next back when we were talking about the Gina Carano situation.
Mm-hmm.
This one here got passed around quite a bit on social media because I don't know if you remember, again, not to get too political, but Pedro Pascal, I believe it was in might have been July. Anyway, it was months, if not a year, ahead of the Gina Carano tweeting out the tweet that ultimately got her fired from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember hers, but it had something to do with comparing the Holocaust to,
Yeah.
Okay. So Pedro Pascal.
We got to be careful with YouTube here.
Yeah, right. Maybe. Okay.
Okay,
so you remember. Okay. So that's
I remember.
That's what led to this. The fact that he gets, just on the female male thing here going on, there are two different sets of rules. And it really doesn't matter if you're male or female. It just matters what you say.
Mm-hmm.
So being that Pedro Pascal essentially did the same thing that Gina Carano got fired for, it just happened to fit a different narrative. I thought I would glorify the fact that, well, guess what, buddy? You ain't really the Mandalorian. You're the voice.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't really wear the costume all that much. And that's why he was whining and crying about, showing my face. Well, first of all, until Disney, Boba Fett never showed his face.
That's true.
So, Mandalorians really didn't. So,
Nope.
I don't recall Gina Carano saying, well, I want more, I'm an MMA fighter, I want more fight scenes than everybody, and these demands, So I thought I would just point out that here we have the man, Jeremy Bullock, who, now he wasn't, there were several actors that played him back in the day, but for the most part, he was the real Boba Fett. You have Tamora Morrison, who played Jango Fett and who is now Boba Fett. And here we have John Wayne's grandson, who actually does most of the physical stuff of the wearing of the suit and everything, Brendan Wayne. Now, I also feel bad, too, because I can't think of his name, too, the stuntman, too, who actually does the fight scenes. But most of the walking around and stuff is this guy. So I thought I'd be kind and point that out, Are you still there, Raymond?
Sorry, I accidentally muted. Yeah, I like that one. Stallone, Rambo.
I was getting nervous because, for years we never had trouble with the internet around here until, now that I'm kind of, popping in here and there on some streams and stuff. Just last weekend, we lost internet 3 times. I got freaked out there. I thought I was gone.
No, it was me. I accidentally hit mute. Sorry, Legatus Legionoi. Technical difficulties in the pod.
This one here, have you seen The Bad Batch? No, you don't. You don't really watch Disney. No. This is based on a character. To me, he looks like Sylvester Stallone, one of the main clones from The Bad Batch. His name is Hunter.
Okay.
He looks like Rambo to me, so I kind of made him Rambo.
I like that.
That's not a bad show.
I heard that's another one where they have a kid.
It is. It is. I just recently got to finish watching it. It's worth a watch.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the Clone Wars, the animated series?
Yeah. Which one?
Either really.
I saw the one. I saw the one from Cartoon Network.
The
The
cartoon was
CGI. Plus, I saw parts of the Tartakovsky one.
those are really good. Now the
Yeah.
Clone Wars from Cartoon Network, that I wouldn't compare the Bad Batch to that. To me, well, I can't even really say that either because I got to say the first 3 seasons of the Cartoon Network Clone Wars were kind of slow,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought that show got better as it went on. A lot of people don't watch it because it's a cartoon. No, it's actually it's part of the. Well, it was. I don't know if Disney, they change everything every 5 minutes, but in my opinion, it's part of the canon, and it really fits in well in between. Well, you got to be a fan of the prequels too to really invest yourself in it, but
Right.
it really tells a lot of the story, and there are a lot of things. Just even like you mentioned the cartoon Clone Wars, like a lot of questions. Like I always thought it was really cool how in Revenge of the Sith, General Grievous has that cough,
Mm-hmm.
and if you don't watch that cartoon,
Right. You don't know how he got it.
right, so I don't want to give it away for anybody who hasn't seen it, so I won't. But it's explained in that cartoon. There's a lot of things in the Cartoon Network Clone Wars series that you're missing out on a lot of stuff if you don't watch it. Now it's a lot to watch, but it's good stuff. And like I said, in my opinion, the first 3 seasons are a little slow, but that show gets really good, and it's really worth watching. So, but I'm thinking maybe the Bad Batch could be the same way. I mean, I'm being optimistic. Yeah, there's a young female that the show is kind of revolving around. Yes, it was a formula that worked with Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in my opinion, that show worked. And I don't mean to keep saying my opinion, but it could be good. It could be good. I wouldn't hate it yet.
Yeah. At least give it an option.
Yeah, well, it's just like Doomcock himself always says: "Without respect, we reject, but when it's good, we accept."
Yeah.
So
you at least have to watch it and make your own decisions.
right. So you can't if you just don't watch anything and you don't give them good response or good feedback on the good stuff, we're never going to get good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's hard enough giving them credit when credit is due to get good stuff. So if we don't give them any good feedback, you're just doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
So yes, I do really believe in the without respect we reject philosophy. But if you don't check it out,
You're missing something.
Yeah, I totally respect you not wanting to give the mouse any money. I don't. Now, just last week, in fact, I got the membership back because I want to see the Book of Boba Fett. So I've been kind of binging. That's why I just recently got to finish watching the Bad Batch.
Mm-hmm.
But when Boba Fett's done, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not going to keep giving the money. But if you don't, you don't watch it, you don't know. And it's fine to listen to reviews and things like that. But sometimes I disagree with a review.
Yeah.
Even from Doomcock, sometimes I like something he doesn't. So you need to watch it yourself.
Yeah.
And if you don't like
your own opinion.
Like I said, like what I do is I'll buy a prepaid card so they can't keep taking money off of me.
Mm-hmm.
I will I'll probably have to get for 2 months because it's going to lapse with the episodes and everything. And that's it. Then I'm done. You just don't have to renew it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but.
Excuse me, Fett. John, you be careful. It's windy here, but I don't think it's as bad as it is up there. So you be careful with the wind.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad weather this week.
Yeah, I feel bad for those down south and in Kentucky.
Yeah, we've been getting drenched here the last 2 days.
Mm.
I work at night, so on the weekends, I still maintain that schedule. I'm getting too old to, back in the day, I just stay up all weekend and I just didn't sleep at all. But now I try to maintain a schedule, which is why a lot of these memes get made because I need something to preoccupy myself or I could get in trouble. So that's why I make this stuff. But so last night, man, it was just like from 1 minute to the next, I didn't know. It sounded like a freight train coming through here. It'd be the wind and then it'd be the rain and it would just suddenly stop. And I get a notification on my phone in 2 hours, you're going to get rain again. And then sure enough, there it was.
True. Right now, Sandra's saying we're at 25 with gusts up to 40, and I can hear it through the walls.
I'm starting to wind down on the Star Wars stuff, but I thought I would point out that back to Disney and back to not giving them money in for bad stuff. I do want to point out that at least, the very least you can say, we haven't gotten the Rian Johnson trilogy yet.
Thank God.
Now, I think
God.
that's the thing. I think we've made enough noise about The Last Jedi that now this is from I think even last year, but you notice he's not in here. And like I've heard bad things about this Acolytes, and I don't know if the Rangers, the New Republic is even going to happen now. And if it does with another character, I think that's lame. So I kind of, if they're not going to use Gina Carano, I think they should cancel that. A lot of people are kind of down on the Andor. Okay, I don't know if Cassian Andor, the character, is ever going to be up there with Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, but if it has the vibe of Rogue One, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. And even Lando. Okay, now if they can avoid all the robot stuff, and again, I liked Donald Glover as Lando. I don't follow Donald Glover. I don't think I've even ever seen anything else with him in it. So if you don't like him, okay, that's your opinion. But I love Lando Calrissian. I think he did a good job as Lando. He felt like Billy D. Williams to me. So that has potential to me. I'm not, I'm not going to disrespect that yet. And Visions, I just recently started watching that. Are you familiar with that? I guess Disney kind of farmed out to different anime studios to do each episode. So each episode is totally different from the last. I got to say, there are a couple of them that are really, really well done. There are a couple of them that, I don't know, maybe it's just because they're geared towards children that I didn't care for, but there's some good stuff there. I would say that's worth watching. But
we'll see. We'll have to see.
Yeah. So anyway, this meme was just about that. It's just a reminder that at least we haven't gotten something from him.
That is true.
That is true. As much damage as JJ can do.
Yeah,
we don't need him.
No, that is so true. Thanks for coming on board, Tim Possible and Baron Ormond Tag.
Hail, fellas.
Hail to both of you. And we're having a great time here. FETT is just, as I call him, the magnificent evil genius.
That never gets old hearing that. I'm just trying to think if there's anything more I want to say about Ryan. Nope. Except this. Except this.
I think that says it all, and that is a great wrap up to the Star Wars. That is yes.
Oh, I do still have a couple more. I forgot about this one.
When I saw that one, I thought it was great. I thought it was great seeing that one.
Yeah, I mean it's always going to be Slave One. I don't care what they change the name to. I'm sure we all know a lot of African American people, and I've asked them right out, are you offended? No. They make a big deal out of things just because they want to make a big deal out of something.
Yeah, exactly. We the generation wine.
Right. This is I'm hoping the Book of Boba Fett is good.
Yeah. I like that. That's right. He was his dad.
Yep, Aquaman's dad.
Yeah.
So they got a legacy to protect. Tamora Morrison's genetics. We can't disrespect Boba Fett. So I'm not assuming that anybody from Disney is seeing this, but you got a character you got to take care of here. So let's not ruin it. I mean, the trailers, what I've seen, it looks interesting.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of excited, and I hope they take that ball and run with it the right way.
Yeah.
Now, getting into the Doomcock stuff, I have a few Doomcock things before I wrap it up.
Okay.
I figured I'd start with this one. This is one. Last time I was on Legatus, I had mentioned he had sent me some pictures that he discovered on the internet, and he thought it would be good to make them Harvey and Harriet, because we haven't really had a Harriet, and I kept forgetting about them because, like I said, like you can still see the like this one especially before I made it Harriet and everything. When I would bring up my files and everything, and this picture would pop up before it was edited, it just looked like a dirty picture. So I had these two pictures tucked away in a folder. So, kids came on here, they were like, what the hell is this? What are you looking at? So finally I remembered to make them. And, I thought, okay, let's make it when Harvey met Harriet, kind of a prequel. Kind of a prequel, you might say. How did he get into trouble? Why is there questions of, the child support thing?
Yeah.
So I thought, how would Harvey? So I had to put the FETT4HIRE spin on it,
Mhm.
and I figured he blew his wampum.
Yeah.
Hooked up with her.
Yeah.
And is now running away from the child support payments.
Yeah. You are. So. Sandra says that's very disturbing. Yeah. Now we know he is the father.
He is the father.
Yes, we've got video evidence.
As much as he denies it. Yeah. So
we've got video evidence.
This one's all thanks to Legatus there.
So Legatus was the one who came up with this one. That's disturbing.
It is. But so is Harvey. Harvey's disturbing.
It's true.
It couldn't be when Harry met Sally. It was when Harvey met Harriet.
Yeah, that's true.
And plus, it's more toxic this way. We don't want a love story.
True.
Now, the next couple are just ones I haven't even put them in a video or anything yet. They're just some recent things.
Yeah, I remember seeing this one.
Yeah, I just figured I'd show them off. I don't know why. I just tend to. I'll think of a movie, and like I said, my plan has kind of been. It's just associate Doomcock with anything, because everybody likes something, and just because you like Star Trek and maybe Doomcock doesn't like the new Star Trek, you're gonna say, oh, he trashed the new Star Trek, I don't like him. But I thought maybe if I associate him with something you like and blah blah blah, maybe it'll get you to check his channel out and things like that. Although this one here is kind of disrespecting The Last Jedi and Ghostbusters, but
well, they deserve to be. They deserve to be.
But I don't know. Just the other night, I was like, well, I haven't made him Ghostface yet. And I kind of overplayed. I thought about making it, CLCK face, or I kind of overplayed that. So I don't know, did this. But yeah, I just kind of seen any scary movies, Sydney. But yeah, so I'm just trying to link them to my plan. And of course, I had to make him buzzed Lightyear the Space Drinker. With his ever faithful Elijah
Craig.
Right. I don't know why. Sometimes they just pop in there and I do them.
Yeah, the ideas come out.
No, actually, I think this one. I used to make things for when he'd hit milestones on YouTube. 50,000 subscribers, 100,000, whatever. And it just got so he was getting 1,000 subscribers in less than a week at a time. I couldn't keep up with it.
Right.
So I think I initially made this logo for, one of his milestones, and I had like to infinity and beyond. And so I had the logo, and I just figured I'll use it for something else, since I'm probably never going to use it because I can't keep up with the subscriber count.
Yeah.
That's like I made one not that long ago. I just prepared ahead of time. I have one for the movie 300. I made him saying this is Xanadu instead of this is Sparta. So I figure I'll just keep that in my pocket for when he hits 300,000.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I can't keep up with them. This one I just made last night.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, I've done a Shining theme one before, but I just thought it'd be cool. This one here, that was a lot of work. Making like if you look, I wanted Harvey to be holding their hand,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot of work to do that.
Yeah.
But again, one of these days, I might sit down and like do some videos or something showing how I do this stuff.
Yeah. And if you want to put them on here, or you want to do a live demonstration, I'd be happy to have you.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I mean,
I've seen how quickly you've done things. I put something out. Next thing you know, you've got something that I'm sitting here. I see what you DM me. I go, after I laugh, I said, wow.
that's why, you know, like Doomcock always refers to me as a great artist. I don't consider myself an artist. I try to do things timely and as quickly as possible, so that that's why I called myself a meme lord. Although some of it, like this one, is a little more complicated than just taking, you know, finding a picture on the internet and putting words on it.
Yeah.
So I don't consider myself an artist. It does. I mean, I'm getting better, I think. I guess when you don't have a life and you can sit around making stupid pictures, you can do that. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't. I'd like to come up with a term. I don't know. I don't know.
I think evil genius fits.
It does for me, but like I mean, for what I do,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
still
actually, the very first one I came up was from the Patton movie. You magnificent bastard, Ramo. Ramo, you magnificent bastard. I read your book. That's one of the more iconic lines. I just noticed the Doomcock written on the door.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's what made me think of it, because I actually did a Doomcock. I had him smashing through the door, and on the other side was Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. But that's what, well, I don't know. I think I was scrolling through something or other, and I saw the door, and I was like, Doomcock on a door. So that's stupid things like that lead to these.
Yeah.
And I just thought I'd make it like a cool little, creepy little advertisement for Frolics.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoy doing this stuff.
Yeah. And it shows. I think there's you can definitely see the love that you put into these things.
Like I said, you know, I used to play guitar all the time, and I have issue with my hands now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because the only time they really, really bother me is either playing guitar or driving. Mm-hmm. So far, I've been able to do this stuff where it doesn't really bother me. So, you know, keeps me busy.
Yeah, definitely. Definite therapeutic value.
Just made this one last night, too.
Yeah, I saw that one. You meddling kids and Doomcock.
Now this, I don't want to take any credit for this. The Sabu that I always use was done by an artist who is an artist. He is an artist. He goes by Demon Scythe Synthwave.
I've heard of him, yes.
Yes, he's on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's on Instagram. You might want to check him out. If anybody owns out there any Doomcock shirts, he does the art. He does it. Now he is an artist. He is an artist.
Yes, he is.
I haven't figured out what I am yet, but he is an artist. So I use his Sabu whenever I post stuff. I like this. Like I made this Harvey here.
Yeah.
Okay. And this Doomcock. I'm just getting into like really doing the cartoony type stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't even want to attempt. I don't want to disrespect him. He came up with this Sabu. So I use his Sabu, and just so everybody knows that this is all Demon Scythe. I don't want to recreate it in any way, because to date we really have no Sabu. We only hear him.
Yeah, that's true.
I think Demon Scythe came up. Yeah, he came up with the perfect.
That's the perfect Sabu.
He came up with the perfect rendition of him, and I think he should remain that way.
Definitely.
So.
Definitely.
But let's see what's next. Now this next one here, I only threw this one in because I love this movie, and I'm kind of proud of this one. Like I didn't really the I think it came out really well.
Yeah, it did.
Now I took an existing lobby card
Mm-hmm.
and added Doomcock. The Wolfman was originally, I believe, right here. I moved him over.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is one of those things. I think I really kind of captured the look of the original lobby card with Doomcock that I made here and put in. So again, one of these days, I think I'm going to show people how I do these things. But
yeah, definitely. Baron Norman Tag says, "Fett, you are an artist, a twisted one, but an artist.
a twitless. He was right about that.
Twisted one, but an artist. Yes.
Oh well, thank you, brother.
My mouth is not working at this point.
No, I've been having trouble with mine today too.
Yeah. Well, mine, I don't know how Doomcock can do those long things.
I know, just coming up with all this stuff, like especially Frolics when it's just him all night long. Really, I mean, when you can feed off the chat, that's one thing, I guess, too. But
yeah,
I don't know. I tend to get long-winded too. But back to Baron, and I just have such a hard time accepting that I'm an artist. But I do appreciate it, brother. I really do.
You are an artist.
Well, thank you. I feel like I said, like how Demon Side is, he's a legit artist. I feel like I'm kind of I'm taken away from him by saying that. But
no, you're making these things your own, and that's part of being an artist or a creator.
Oh, thank you.
You are most welcome. That's the whole idea of this channel. Put people out here.
Okay, so I have a couple more left, and this one, since it's almost the holiday seasons, I figured I'd wrap up the Doomcock with a Merry Christmas.
Yes, that's a good one. Harvey is the Grinch.
He's the Grinch, the little green Grinch.
Yep, the little green Grinch.
I actually have I think I have an animated one of these. I might have it on my YouTube channel with snow and music and everything like that. I don't want to bring that. I get afraid to bring. I have some animated stuff, like even GIFs and everything. Like if anybody wants to check out on tenor.com, I take a lot of these and I end up put snow or whatever, make a GIF out of them where you can get them. Now those I should have brought some of those because those aren't have music. But on my YouTube channel, I do put music. I get scared. I don't really want to bring them on here and on Doomcocks because I get afraid of copyright strikes, things like that. Because I try to use no copyright material, but you never know. Yeah. If I screw myself, that's one thing. I don't want to screw another channel, but I do have stuff that's animated that you can check out too.
Sure. Wendy Webb says you're creative as well. Thanks for using the poem on the channel.
Well, thank you for hooking me up with the idea. I apologize. It took so long. Sometimes it's kind of like back when I used to write songs, sometimes I could write 3 songs in a day, the things just come to me. And then sometimes I really struggle. That was one. If I'm doing something on my own and a day it pops in my head, I can crank it out. But sometimes when people ask me to do things, if it's, I want to do it justice, And that one was kind of special. I was hoping, she would dig the video.
I'll have to check it out on your channel.
Oh, I'll share it. I'll share it with you later. Yeah, she wrote this. Sure. She wrote this really cool poem. Initially I was like, well, you should just get Doomcock to sing it because he's constantly making his own music, songs and things like that. But no, she hooked me up with it, and I tried to do some good things with it.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Final one here is just Merry Christmas from FETT4HIRE. And I want to thank everybody who's become a part of, well, I guess it's really the Doomcock circle. We all tend to gravitate around him, but everybody that, before, it's only been a year, I think, that I've been meeting everybody here.
Yeah.
And I think it's become like a tight little thing.
Yes.
And whenever you guys, if it was on Twitter, if you like my stuff, or on YouTube, you like it, or you subscribe, or you comment on the videos and things like that. I really appreciate that. I just want everybody to know that. And I don't get to, we all kind of gravitate onto the Doomcock channel. I don't get to participate in a lot of the stuff because of my work schedule. So I only really get to see Frolics because I'm off Fridays and Saturdays. And so that's why I can watch the entire stream of Frolics, because I'm off the next day. But I gotta say, a lot, we all say that Frolics means a lot to us and stuff. It really does. It really does.
Right. Yes.
And it is about Doomcock. It is, but it's also about the people in the chat too.
Yes, definitely.
And I want to thank everybody for becoming a part of my life. And if I've become a part of yours, the best thing, again, I don't consider myself an artist, but the coolest thing that in my mind that I'll think about from time to time is if I make a stupid picture, whether it's, Doomcock being Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
And you're watching a Christmas movie, and for 1 second you just picked, oh God damn that FETT4HIRE. No, all I see is Doomcock there now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That puts a smile on my face,
Yeah.
So
and I am so pleased you and I are friends, and that we're family, and I really appreciate that you I really am honored to know you and be your friend, be your brother.
I am honored as well, and I honestly mean this. I hope I can keep doing this forever. I hope we all stay close. And I'm going to keep doing this because it's the least I can do. And when I help you, or like I've been doing some stuff for Gil at Cardinal Sin, it's like he wants to pay me so bad, and it's not like I don't need money, and we all need money, but it's just my way of thanking you. You know what I mean? It's the least I can do. It's not,
Recently. You've pretty much usually throw things back at me when I give you things. It's like it's the least I can do.
Yeah, I mean you're keeping me occupied. You're keeping me out of trouble. It's not a big deal, Don't feel like you owe me anything. I owe you. I owe you people,
And we appreciate it.
And I appreciate you guys.
And you've always got a spot here in King Dolphin TV.
Thanks, man.
You just tell me when you want to come on, and you got it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I made another home.
Yes,
another
definitely.
home on YouTube.
The only thing I gotta ask for, show the meme.
Okay. Yes, I can't leave without that, and I saved it for last. Now, another one that probably needs some extra. I wish I could have got a hold of a better picture, but I don't want to tell you, like, hey, I want to surprise you with this meme. Hook me up. So anyway, kind of behind the scenes, when Raymond was first even kicking around the idea and did his first test live stream stuff, when you post ahead of time, when you schedule for a live stream, if you don't add, which I've never done it myself, I'm just assuming this is what you went through. If you don't add a picture, you come up with just a gray screen with 3 dots on it.
Yeah.
And Raymond hates these 3 dots. I know what you're saying. It would have drove me nuts too. It just looks so unprofessional to not have a thumbnail or something there. So I knew how much you hated the 3 dots.
Yeah.
So I had to make the 3 lights. So
and I remember that episode of Next Generation.
Right. And knowing that you dug Star Trek, I figured I had to do it.
Yeah, I love this one.
But so if anybody ever sees this, and I get that you wouldn't get it. It's kind of a behind the scenes things, but that's what it is. If you ever see anybody post a live stream, schedule it in advance, and you see the 3 dots, think of Raymond, think of King Dolphin TV, and how much he despises those 3 freaking dots. That's how professional King Dolphin TV is. And he demanded better quality
Yes.
Everybody out there to not have to look at these 3 damn dots.
All days in advance.
Right. He's
Days-
thinking of you guys days in advance. How many other YouTubers are willing to do that?
Yeah, exactly. And having those 3 dots just staring at you just drives you crazy.
I bet.
I appreciate it. And when I saw this, I said, I am now a YouTuber. I have a meme of myself.
You've been memed.
I've been mean. Thank you very much, my brother.
You've been memed, but you have not been mean. Totally awesome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's not good. Legatus is saying they got a snow squall warning. Ugh, that's not good.
No, that's not.
That's not good. Well, my friend, my brother, this was great. This was epic. I really had a great time. I hope everybody in the chat had a great time. And I'm looking forward to our next time together. And I'd like to end with some show notes. We're close to to what I consider a magic 100 subscribers. Because if I can get there, I guess I get something like a URL or something like that. But I'm just I'm looking out to. I want to give something out to everybody like FETT does. So I'm looking to get that magic 100 subscribers. If I can get to 100 subscribers, we're going to have a raffle. How it's going to work is I will take the first. You send me a name. You send me a name to my email address, and I will pick 2 names. The grand prize will be, for those who don't have it, 2 signed copies of the Dolphin Wars series, All's Fair and Peacemaker. You'll get 2 signed copies. The second prize will be a signed copy of All's Fair. Now, I know probably most of you in there have the books. So if you have the book, let me know. And if you are a winner, then what we'll probably do is maybe a cup, maybe a Dolphin Wars cup or something like that. I haven't decided what will be the alternate prize for someone who has the book. So, but
don't forget to mention it will be an evil cup.
It will be an evil cup.
Evil cup.
It will be an evil cup. These cups, the cups and shirts that we have on Zazzle have all been designed by the ever amazing evil genius FETT4HIRE.
And the reason I say that is just, I'm not gloating or anything. I just, if you can get people to subscribe to Raymond's channel, that will support not only him and not only this channel, but me. So I might have just derailed your subscriber count, but yeah. So yeah, spread the word. Let's get Raymond more subscribers. He deserves it. Sandra deserves it. This thing needs to happen. And if hit Raymond up, Baron, you need to come on here. Yes.
We'll have. Let me. Anybody who wants to come on with any creations, please email me. Sandra will put the email address, and I'll get with you, and we'll have you on. We'll have you show your wares, or we'll talk about pop culture. Although there are so many of those out there. FETT knows this. Everybody out there knows. The network, the channels are glutting. So I want to do something different, something that will grab people, and something that'll bring them in. If it's like showing your creations, if it's like a chill stream like this where we just show memes and talked about Star Wars and stuff like that. I want to do that. I want to give to people what was given to me by Doomcock, and I want to support other people. So please get with me. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like the channel. Please like FETT4HIRE's channel. Please subscribe to that. Hail Big Daddy MRI. Welcome.
Hey, old Big Daddy. Hey, I just want to point something out. I just saw in the chat too. John Rendell, he sent me some top secret pictures of a project he's working on. When that is done, it's going to be one of the coolest Doomcock things ever done. You got to have him on, and he needs to show pictures of that.
Oh, John Rendell's always welcome here too.
Yes, you got to write that down. You got to write that down. You guys got to hook up when that project is done. I'm sure he's probably going to unveil it, probably on Doomcock will probably do it first, but he's got to show how he's done it. He has pictures of the process of making it. You got to have him on.
John, contact me and we'll set you up. I'm still working on I'm working on January schedules. Email me and we'll get something going. Or if we want to, we could set up a panel with you, Baron Orman, and John. We'll make it happen. Just email me with some ideas. So we'll make this happen. We'll set up a panel. How's that sound, Fett?
Sounds good. Hey, also, Brandon the anime guy. I'm sure everybody here is aware that he lost his old channel. Him too. We got to get him.
I thought he got it back.
He does. He had to start all over. He's starting from scratch.
Oh, okay.
And his channel was a good channel. He's a good guy. We got to hook him up too.
Yes, Orman. It's in my about page. You can find it on the about page too. My email address, but Sandra put it out there. And FETT4HIRE, we're bringing you on. So let's plan for a panel sometime in January. I'll send you guys the dates. So email me and I'll send you guys the dates that are available.
Funny thing with that FETT4HIRE thing, I was, Beth Arstead is a really great member of this community too. And she had commented before how she digs my FETT4HIRE logo. And I thought about making her a Beth4HIRE logo.
Mm-hmm.
But it just sounds like a working girl. So I haven't yet, but yeah, it was something I was thinking about, and it just popped in there. I was thinking about it all like last night and everything, and I'm like, I don't know what if she takes it the wrong way. I don't want to, it's not like a prostitute or anything.
I'm sure you'll figure something out. I love the Ginger Madness. I love the Ginger Madness you did yesterday.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
She tweeted out her. Oh, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, she showed it. She showed it off. So yeah, that was good. So okay, well, let's wrap it up. Let's say goodnight to everybody who's been here. I want to make sure I catch everybody who's been here, because I can't do it without you guys. So good night, Baron Orman Tag, and good night, Wendy Webb. I am gathering the ideas for your stories, and I can't wait. It's going to be a good end of year send off. Wendy Webb and us. John Rendell, have a good night. Tiger Stripes was here. Good night to her. Baron Orman Tag, the great Legatus Legionii, big supporter of this channel, and always here as soon as I put the stream up for the schedule. I appreciate that, pal. Let's see, Brett Cohen, thank you. Thank you for coming by. You have a good night. Brightest Day was here. glad you came on board. Hope you're still here. Sorry I didn't get to say hello earlier, but yeah, things go on. PJ, Orville Nation, thanks for coming. Subscribe to his channel. Maria Maria and I can't get their name.
Maria with T and Telly.
Yes, Maria with T and Telly. Thank you for coming here and enjoying the show. Hope you had a good time. And let's see. I think I got everybody. Big Daddy MRI, have a good evening. John FETT4HIRE, John Rendo, we'll get this going. Tim Possible, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. And let's see. I'm hoping I catch everybody. Andy Masterson, yes. Thank you for coming. I enjoyed our time. And I'll get you on too. I want to show off your creations.
Yes, that's a must. Andy must be on.
Oh, Andy must be on. We'll figure it out. Daniel Cook. Daniel, you have a good evening. Thank you for coming. I can't say his name, so Kirklefsky. Sirklefsky, thank you again for coming in.
The people call him Cirque.
Cirque, have a good evening. Canadian Spider-Man does what a spider can. Take it easy. We'll see you tonight at the Star Trek Savaging. Let's see. And I think that's everybody. If I have missed anybody, I am so sorry. But thank you for coming. Thank you for enjoying the fun and for celebrating our own FETT4HIRE, the evil genius and artist. So, any last words, Fett?
John Rendell says, Andy is the master, son.
Yes.
100% correct.
Yes, definitely.
No, all I want to say is if I don't get to talk on anything before then, Merry Christmas to everyone. I'm actually off this week from work, so I hope to catch everybody on Pop Culture Breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely Frolics. I'll be there. I will be there.
Okay.
A lot of times, I'm always there. So if anybody wants to chat on there or anything, I'm always there. It's just, I've been on the show. I don't want to, what am I trying to say? I just maintain a low profile on there sometimes, just because I just don't, I get enough recognition and stuff like that. So, but yeah. I'm always there. From beginning to end. I'm always there. I'm always listening. So, I'll continue to put stuff on YouTube again, because I know not everybody has Twitter. So I got another Doom Cockery coming up. I just about have enough. I try to do when I get about 10 pictures or so, unless it's something I'm really proud of. Maybe I'll make it an individual thing. But so there'll be another one of those coming. Other than that, not really much. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm glad you can come. I know we're not done. I mean, you're coming back over and over again. You are a constant guest. You will be a constant guest here, and I appreciate you coming. I appreciate all your help. Sandra, please put out his link so that people who haven't subscribed can still subscribe to him. And I love you all, guys. Thank you. You've made this channel small. We're small, but Sandra says small but mighty. I think we're small but feisty. We're a feisty bunch.
Well, hey, this channel will probably eventually blow up, but enjoy the smallness now. You know what I mean? Enjoy it now. We can, you can interact better with the people, I think, now than when it's too big. So you'll never get this back if it does blow up. So just appreciate it. And
I do.
Yeah,
I do. Oh, and it's an early happy birthday. I wish you a birthday as it gets closer. I wish you a happy birthday as it gets closer.
Oh, Dan, that was a secret.
It's out. It's out. Happy birthday, Fett, and I'm having another stream before then, but I'll make sure if you come on, we'll definitely get you birthday wishes. Happy birthday, sir.
Oh, thank you. That's man, Dan. I can't believe you remembered that.
So everybody have a good night. And for those, I'm sure I'll see you guys before the holidays. But Merry Christmas to all who won't be around, and a Happy New Year. And as I always say, let's continue to make some waves and have a good night.
Yes, happy and safe New Year and a better New Year.
Yes, definitely.